G'day everyone, welcome back to Nat's Knackershard. This will be my Knackershard, and this will be the most picturesque piece of my commute. So directly to my front is Regent's Park. We are now approaching the outer circle. Off to my right, past all those cones, are a lot of ambassadorial residences. So the US ambassador there, who has the second largest garden in London, only behind Buckingham Palace. Why am I doing a touristy bit? I want to talk bikes, and I want to talk push bikes, and this is the best place to do it because this is somewhere that is not designed for but perfect for on the outer circle. It's nice and wide, it's a 20-mile-an-hour limit all the way down here, and it also has London Zoo, or some of London Zoo on here. What I want to do is pull in where I can, because now that the weather is nice, quite often get a view of, oh, he's not there. Oh, and I'll see if I can dig it out from another shot, but you quite often get to see giraffes on the way in, which is lovely. I'll try. Take two. You can see Mike and Sabby. One in the doorway, one through the window. I don't care what anyone says, that's a cool thing to see during a commute in the UK. See giraffes on the way in, which is lovely. I'll try on the way home as well, as the sun's out. But you get all the fitties round here, so lots of pelotons of bikes whacking around, doing some fizz, doing some exercise, and lots of runners up and down here as well, normally in large packs. Now I'm a little bit late, it's 8:30. I'm running a bit late this morning because we had a birthday, and a birthday for one, a last day at school brackets ever for another, for the one that's just done his GCSEs. He's got his leaving assembly and indeed has his prom this evening, but so the traffic's a bit different than I'm used to, but it is just gorgeous around here, and so are some of the people, has to be said. Yeah, so lots of fitties around here running around like loons, and the reason I bring up bikes is because I wanted to drop in, I think I'm going to publish this video as a standalone and then put it in, but you know, that's what bikes in London, in big cities, should be doing. In discrete areas like this, it's shared, there's no cycle lane, it's not, there's no competition. It's a 20-mile-an-hour limit, for crying out loud. It's not as if you're going to get, you know, a scoot on one way or another if you're on a bike or in a car. Now the issue, and to answer a question before anybody asks it, are the push bikes speeding? Well, the simple answer to that is no, they're not, because they can't. You cannot break the speed limit on a person-powered vehicle. It needs to be mechanically propelled, like a bike, a car, etc., etc., or some of the bigger e-bikes. There's a bit of a barrier in the middle, or a bit of a grey zone, because there is a certain, and I don't know the amperage of the bikes, but there is a certain point where e-bikes turn into mechanically driven rather than power assisted. But I don't know what it is. But effectively, that's the point. They become subject to speed limits. You're not subject to a speed limit if you're on a push bike. Now, in situations like this, it's perfect. There's no competition between elements of between other road users. Bicycles are vulnerable road users as much as motorbikes are, arguably more, because they've got less opportunity to get out of the poo. They're also less well protected. Not quite sure if that's come across quite right, but you know, they haven't got the several layers of shit that I've got, and indeed you'll die cycling in this weather with anything too heavy or hot. The difficulty is when you get to areas where there are more than one type of transport, and today is Wednesday. I tried refilming this yesterday, but I cocked up my mic settings, so I'm doing it again. But on Monday I had a near miss with a cyclist, and I'll drop that in here. Get out the fucking road. Fucking cyclists. I don't mind them killing themselves. It's taking me out in the process that pisses me off. Say again?
How stupid was that?
Just some fucking people. Say again?
You've got to be so careful
Well, yeah.
with the cars and now the bikes.
It's just... It's what you get for jumping red lights, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about that, yeah.
Fortunately, I see it quite a lot, so I'm relatively used to it.
It's still skidding though. It's still skidding.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise we'd have gone in.
It's kind of what they're for. Here. As you can see, by near miss, I mean they crossed the fucking red light and then were surprised to see a vehicle coming the other way. Well, bugger me. What a surprise. Now, the issue I have with bikes isn't bikes. The issue I have with bikes is the way some people ride them. I'm all very for green, being environmentally friendly, not at the detriment to other choices and other options you have. I'm slightly tainted by the fact that I think one of the most attractive things you can see in the world is a lady in a summer dress on a big sit-up and beg bike. I don't know why, I don't know where that comes from. I don't even think it's a sexual thing. It's just something I find really pretty. Yeah, it's when you compete for space. So at the end of this bit, for example, the cycle box there, that will fill up before the lights change, clog up. Bikes are quite slow off the mark, which means that they take time to go, which means that for each turn of these lights, it's about 2 vehicles get through here, which is frustrating for other road users. London isn't the easiest place in the world to get around and through, and bikes make it easier for the people on the bike and a lot harder for everybody else. They also have to be that much more aware, and they do stupid things like that. If a car was coming round there, it would have just flattened him. But as long as he's alive and nobody's hit him, he's not learnt a lesson. The bit that particularly concerns me on a bike, on a motorbike versus a push bike, is the fact that I will cause a lot of damage on them. They'll hurt me. My bike landing on me will be relatively painful, one would imagine. But it's really going to fuck them up. But most of them are oblivious. Absolutely oblivious. And it's predominantly because there are rules, there are laws, but they're not enforced and they're ignored. So the number of red light jumps is astounding. White van just nearly took out a cyclist to prove a point. Let's see how many stop. Oh, some are stopping. There we go, just to prove that some do. No, now they're off. It's okay, I can see it's clear. Why would I stop? Well, you stop because the fucking light's red. It's telling you to stop, not asking you to stop. And it's just a matter of time before you get absolutely splatted. And the poor other road user, be that a car, a bus, a van, a lorry, a motorbike, is going to feel pretty fucking terrible about it. And 9 times out of 10, it won't be something they've done. It will be the cyclist. But I notice when the sun comes out, all the cyclists come out and it turns into a bit of a free-for-all. But yeah, it's they scare the bejesus out of me at times, they really do. Right, that'll do me. It's only a short one. I will knock it on the head. I just wanted to point out the hazard that is cyclists. What can we do about it? Enforce it. Enforce the rules. It's the only way to do it, which means more police. I'm not in the realms of demanding they get licenses, demanding they get insurance, demanding they wear license plates. I just want people to stop them when they're doing it, fine them. The only way to do that is more police hanging around watching what these fucking lunatics do. It scares the hell out of me. Cheers all, I'll catch you later. Ta-da.